What up YouTube? Mike from Foundation here delivering the Pengest Parts episode 8, and we do have today a special guest. Female BMX entrepreneur Kayley Ashworth is in the building.
Hi! And we have Odyssey Parts.
And we have Odyssey Parts all over this area. I know you guys have been waiting for Odyssey. It's one thing that you've been saying you want to see. Well, it's here, and I've got to say there's a lot of new stuff that is really cool, really rad. So without further ado, shout out to Jim Bauer and Walter and all the guys over at Full Factory in the US, and shout out to IMG as well in the UK. Unsung heroes. Let's have a shout out for them. So without further ado, let's check out what has got to be Odyssey's biggest selling part, which is the R-Series forks. Now the R-Series forks, lifetime warranty, our biggest selling fork by a country mile, and if you go on to Vital BMX, their survey every year for forks is a landslide win for Odyssey. So let's take a peek.
Number one.
Kayley here is lovely modelling these forks lovely for us. So we've got the R25s on this end and the R32s just a bit further in. Interestingly enough, we did comment, myself and Kayley, before about the graphics. If you look at them, the graphic has changed for the latest delivery. These R25s are brand new because we were sold out. The R32s we've had in stock, have had for a few weeks now, so they are the older graphic. But other than the graphics, what's the major difference? Well, it's the dropouts. Maybe if we come down low, we can get an idea. You can see on the R25s that they've just got a shorter offset. So a bit easier to get over the front end, a bit more responsive. Whereas the 32s have got the traditional dropouts, which are basically your all day, every day, taking off, hitting the quarters, hitting the jump boxes. Whereas if you want to ride a bit more street or something more technical, maybe the 25s are worth looking at because you can get over the front end easier. As I said before, lifetime warranty on the R-Series forks, and Odyssey are really good with it. I mean, you've got to be pretty confident in this day and age to offer a lifetime warranty on anything, but literally one of their best selling items, without doubt, is the R-Series forks. So there we go. How much are they? $159.99 recommended retail price, and they're available in black and chrome, but we've just got the black ones in the shop here right now. So what is something else that Odyssey are infamous for? Pedals. Now, Odyssey pedals is something which I know Kayley is passionate about.
Oh, I love my Aloha pedals. They've not come out for a while.
Right, so Aloha pedals, Kayley rides them. She's really passionate. She owns at least 25% of the stock worldwide in these pedals. So legit, Kayley loves them pedals. So the Twisted pedals, a pedal that's been around for so long, has had a revamp this year. But before we get quite to that, let's just remind ourselves of the goodness of the Twisted pedals. Here they are. This is what most people would call the BMX plastic pedal. Been out for years. I can't even remember how long these have been out. However, I ride these, have done for so long. Kayley rides them and she's passionate about them, as we just heard.
Plastic, so it doesn't hurt as much.
Doesn't hurt your shins. Plastic pedals for the win. These are the Twisteds, still available in black and loads of other different colours. Unfortunately not Aloha now, which I think what we're trying to say here, Odyssey, if you're out there, is that Kayley really would like some more Aloha pedals. So there we go. The update on the Twisted pedals is the Twisted Pros. Right here, here's your boys. Now, the Twisted Pros basically are a wider platform version of the Twisteds. I know you've heard me say that a lot in recent weeks, but basically any new pedals that are coming out are basically wider platform plastic pedals. I think they've got a little more stability about them. They feel like you got a bit more under your foot, and loads of companies have gone for the wider platform. Odyssey are doing it with the Pros. Like they say, they've just taken their recipe for the Twisteds and they've just switched it up to a wider platform pedal. Really nice finish to them in the matte finish. They've got the little Odyssey monogram logo on the end now, so they're all black, which is real cool. And you can pick these up for $19.99. So I will be trying these out shortly because I'm really into the Twisteds. I think they're one of the best plastic pedals going, so I can't wait to give them a go. Say you're not completely convinced on plastic pedals and you're not going to be removing your metal pedals, well, you can still get on the Odyssey hype because Odyssey has still got your back. These bad boys been in the industry for a long time. Trail Mix. The JC Trail Mix pedals are available in alloy and magnesium, and you can get them in loose ball axle and sealed axle. There's loads of different configurations, but if metal's still your thing, Odyssey have got your back, and you can get some JC Trail Mix. And the loose ball ones, which we do the most business on, are only still like $39.99, so really good value for money for metal pedals. So if that's your thing, cop a pair of those. Chains, Bluebird chains. Kaylee's going to give us a little model of the Bluebird chains. Look at that.
Can we open it?
Yeah, you can open one, far away.
Can.
Let's have a look inside.
Have I got a colourful one? Oh no, it's just a black one. Oh,
Look at that.
fancy.
Even comes with a split link. How OG. And the gold half link you can see there built in, so you get a full link chain with a half link for that custom chainstay length you need. You've got all the options covered there, and Kaylee's modelling that really nicely for us.
I'll put it away.
So we've also got gold, and we've also got a silver one as well. So there's three colours available in the Bluebird, and you can pick those up for $21.99. Legit, really good chain. I ran a Bluebird for about 3 years. It never broke. I only ever changed it because I got a new bike which had another chain on it, which ironically was a Bluebird, so great. Literally really good, foolproof chain, no gimmicks, full link with half link and split link. What more do you need? Time for something new. We promised it, we're going to deliver on it. Hubs. Now Odyssey, big in the hub game, we all know. Now we've got two of the new front hubs, which are the Vandero Pro front hub here, which is brand new for 2017, and we've got a revamp for this delivery on the Clutch V2. Now, basically, any of you OGs out there will remember the Vandero front hub from Odyssey, because famous front hub. Now, the Vandero Pro, bit of a revamp on the old name, which I like. I like it when brands do that, bring back an old product and revamp it, make it new. The Vandero Pro is $89.99, available in black and the silver. And the little anodized silver one's really nice actually. I've been thinking about that myself recently, like it'd be really nice to have like a different colour in the Odyssey hubs because they've only just predominantly been available in black, but really nice. Vandero Pro front hub, comes with hub guards, and Kaylee's got in her hands right there.
It's really quiet.
That's the Clutch Freecoaster, Kayley. That's why it's silent. There's no ratchet in there. But the V2 clutch hub, interestingly enough, the main thing they've changed is the axle configuration. So if Kayley can unscrew the drive side end of that hub, you'll see that basically the axle is now full 14mm all the way through. Can we get a side on view of that? There we go. So yeah, it's full 14mm axle all the way through now, whereas predominantly the V1s or the Sunday Cyclones had 3 1/8 on the drive side basically, but yeah.
Oh, yay, we made it!
Look at that. So they've changed the hub up on the drive side now, and basically it's full 14mm female axle. So as if the actual V1 wasn't strong enough, now it's mad strong. So again, available in black and the silver. Those are $219.99. Recommended retail price. They come in left and right hand drive specific, so you need to pick the one that suits you. 9-tooth driver, and comes with a drive side, non-drive side plastic guard as standard. So really cool. Right, so after them, where are we? Well, me and Kayley were just conversing on the hazard light situation. Those of you who've been in the game a little while will recognise the Odyssey hazard light rim. It's one of the longest running rims, if not the longest running rim in 15 years. That's right, 15 years this bad boy has been spinning, and I really must say that there probably is a good reason for it. They are super sick, super strong. If you want a rim and you want something that's going to be really good quality but you're not quite sure where to go, anything Odyssey is a really good bet. Hazard lights, black, $79.99, are available still in a few colours from years gone by, but you can also get chrome as well. But the other rim that Odyssey do is the 7KA. Now the 7KA is a premium 7000 series alloy rim, which basically is an exact replica of the hazard light, but because it's made of 7000 series aluminium, it's stronger. So basically, if you want a super strong rim, let's say you've bent a few and you're losing faith in the rims you've got, or you're losing faith in BMX rims in general, you need to invest in a pair of these. Yes, it's going to cost you $109.99 for a black 7KA now. However, if you're having rim issues, invest and ridicule those rim issues. Right, look, Hayley's there just juggling the rims around.
About rim issues.
Just talking about rim issues. Right, so, oh sorry, that's it, Hayley has got the final one, the Lighthouse. Now this is the new boy on the block, came out just before Christmas. It's replaced the aerospace rim. Now I have aerospace rims on my bike and I like aerospace rims. I like how they look and I like the sort of dome construction. So this bad boy has replaced them, and I don't know if you can sort of see, it's got like a really deep aero dish to it. Really like the new logo they've used on that as well. And unlike the other two rims, the actual interesting thing is it's more flat black. The other two are like a hard anodized black, which is a gloss finish, whereas this is more flat. But if you want something that's a bit more aero, super lightweight as well, I think these are only about 450 grams. Really lightweight, really durable, really good rims. Check out the Lighthouse, and there's a $79.99. Here we have the Odyssey Graduate pegs. Now, Odyssey Graduate pegs, $27.99, plastic pegs, 4.5 inches in length. That length is all the rage right now. Everyone wants those longer pegs. So Odyssey got you back with these. What I really like about these pegs actually is as a personal note, I did give them a try. The sleeves overhang the actual inner core of the peg by about 4 or 5 mil, and what that means is you don't get that horrible like end of your peg where you can't get the sleeve off anymore because you might have bailed or crashed a few times or caught the edge of the ledge and it like dents the end of your peg. You don't get that with these because of that. So for that reason alone, I'm really into it, because as a bike shop owner, trying to remove plastic pegs for people or plastic sleeves when they've dented the hell out of the ends of them can be the bane of your life. So I really like the thought process that's gone in to the Graduates, definitely. So like I say, cop those, $27.99.
What about the M pegs?
What about the M-Pegs? Right, so say you are somewhat of a BMX baller and you want to get into the peg game. You've seen Gary Reynolds, you've seen Jake Seeley, you've seen all the guys dropping the grinds left, right and centre. You need a set of pegs. For $19.99, Odyssey have got a pair of steel pegs. If you want to give pegs a go, you really want to take a look at these. $19.99, come in a pair, and they come with a little spacer in there so you can adapt them if you want to put them both on the back, both on the front, one on the back, whatever, you can do so, because the 14mm centre axle, and like I say, they've got spacers to adjust those down. So really good pegs. If you want to give peg riding a go, M-Pegs, really good, budget option, $19.99, and you can have a pair of pegs to get rolling with. Really good. The plastics are lighter, this is true. Right, so basically, next up, what have we got? New item.
Oh, this is the best one.
Kayley's really into this. I'm really into this. This is the travel tool from Odyssey. Now, the Odyssey travel tool has got 4, 5, 6, 8mm Allen key. It's obviously got a 17 as well built in, so you can take your pegs on and off or take your wheels off. It comes with a 15mm spanner and a 17mm, which you can interchange if you've got 17mm pedals rather than 15mm pedals. This is a really good little tool, $39.99, real handy size, could fit into your backpack and you could take it anywhere you go in. And if you have any issues, punctures, your bars move, whatever, with this tool, things can happen. And sorted. For $39.99, I'm really into this. Check it out, it's really good. Right, where are we at? Another new item. While we're here, why the hell not? I'm going to show you what are the new Odyssey Calibur 3-piece cranks.
Right.
So the Calibur 3-piece cranks are a new item, 22mm axle, 3-piece crank. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to this because they're not really into the 2-piece design of the Thunderbolts, so these are now like a more flexible, if you like, 3-piece crank option, which are just more familiar. People know how they work. You know, people like familiarity, don't they? So Calibur cranks are $159.99 bonus. They come with a BB as well, an Odyssey BB, so that's sick. And they come in 3 crank arm lengths, 165, 170 and 175. These are the shorter 165mm versions. And to be honest, We are finding the shorter cranks popular. I know I've mentioned this in a few episodes gone by. Shorter cranks, especially with the shorter back ends we're finding on frames these days, you want to catch your feet on your pegs and stuff like that. So real popular to have the shorter cranks. So Odyssey have got these cranks in those sizes, and also quick to mention they are left and right hand drive compatible, so you don't have to buy right, you don't have to buy left. Compatibility is on point with these cranks. So $159.99 for the Calibur cranks, and like I say, come in left and right hand drive, few different options, and black.
Thunderbolt time.
Thunderbolt time. Now, Thunderbolt cranks are the Odyssey crank that have been going for a hell of a long time, and these cranks are the bad boys if you've been getting through cranks, because they come with the 41 thermal lifetime guarantee. So any issues with these cranks, you know Odyssey have got your back, and they're going to replace them out for you if you have any issues. Now there is a premium to be paid for that. The 41 thermal aspect of these cranks means they're now $199.99, but they come with a BB. These versions I've just shown you are actually the older versions, they're just a pair that we've got left. However, the newer versions of these come with a BB, and they're $199.99. Like I say, all in all, for a lifetime warranty and the bottom bracket, I don't think you can really go wrong. I've ridden these cranks for 3 years, and amazing. I know loads of people that do, and I know loads of people who come in saying they've got crank problems. We fix them up with these cranks, send them packing, and never see them again. So that tells you the whole story. So if you want to get yourself a set of Thunderbolts, we've got 175s here. There is a few pairs left of like the shorter crank arm lengths, but there's not many now. So if you want to drop on a set of Thunderbolts, I'd get some of those ordered ASAP, because they don't know how long they're going to be doing them now that the Caliburs are out. Really good crank. Right, what else have we got? Brake stuff. Odyssey renowned for brake stuff. So we've set out here, we got, Kaylee's got in front of her there, that's the polished Springfield brake set.
I even had this on my first bike.
And then they've got the black set just here. So this is like a full set if you want to get a brake put on your bike, but you don't really want to spend the world because you don't know if it's for you. These brake kits, you can get them for $37.99. They contain the calipers, lever, cable, everything you're going to need to get yourself popping on the bike. So just down here from them you can get the calipers on their own for $19.99. So basically you just want to set of calipers, you've maybe got a complete bike that came with a brake but you're not into it and you want to switch it up for an Odyssey one. Springfield brakes, really good, $19.99. You can see the little unique spring it runs off just between the two calipers. Comes with a spare one as well, so if you know if it does break in the future you've got a spare. Really good set of calipers there for somebody who wants to put a brake on the bike without basically breaking the bank.
And if you want to make some noise, we have squeaky pads.
Right.
We don't want the quiet ones. You want to squeak away.
So the Odyssey Slim by 4 pads that Kayley has just illustrated here come in a soft compound version, which are for those who do like to make a bit of a noise when they're braking. And then you've got the black ones here, again, which are really good on black rims. I would really recommend these with black rims. If you've got coloured rims, definitely the clear ones, and especially if you want to make some noise like Kayley says, you really need the clear ones. Okay, so we've looked at calipers. Yeah, we looked at calipers, brake pads. Let's move on to stems. We've got 2 stems right here. Now this one here is the Aaron Ross Boss stem. Let's just take a closer look at him. Now the Aaron Ross Boss stem is real popular because it actually features the highest rise of any of the Odyssey stems. So I'm really into the fact that it does have that, because I like the higher lift stem myself. I've been trying it out, it's pretty cool. So this has got a 35mm rise on it. Real popular, really into the Boss stem, as you can see from the side profile. Really cool. Got Boss etched into the back of the faceplate just there, which is really cool. Really into that. And it's a 52mm reach, that's worth noting, something we haven't talked about, the reach of the stem. Yes, it's the tallest, but it's a 52mm reach, so it is a fairly long stem as far as stems go these days, but Boss stem, 52mm reach, 35mm rise is the tallest one they do, and you can get one of those for $69.99. CNC construction. Yeah, it's a 2mm difference, but it actually makes hell of a difference when you look at it. So this is the raft stem, the Brock Rayford signature, and as you can see from the side profile, it's got a bit of a different design to the way that the undercarriage works, and it's got a much bigger one on the raft stem, and this is a 50mm reach and has a 32mm rise. So basically it's not quite as tall as the Boss one, but it's a slightly shorter stem, and again, some people are into that these days. I'm finding like 48 to 50 is probably edging it a little bit, but to be honest, it all depends on your style of riding and what you're into. You've got to really give it a go. Sometimes you find if you've got like a shorter frame but you want to get a bit, just make it a little bit longer with using your stem, you can actually do that. So this is the raft stem, Brock Rayford signature, 50mm reach, 32mm rise, and again, you can pick that up for $69.99. Sprockets, we've got here the LaGuardia sprocket. Kaylee's demonstrating just there. We've got a shiny silver one and a black one, both in 25 tooth, and they are full guard sprockets. As you can see, they come with 2 washers, so you can put them on 24mm cranks, 22mm cranks, 19mm cranks, so you maximum compatibility. And if you need a guard sprocket, really good construction on the LaGuardia, I'd really look no further. You can pick one of those up for $69.99, and they come in 25 tooth and 28 tooth. Cables. Now, cables is something that Odyssey have been doing a long time. I'd like to call them the instigator of the linear cable. I don't know whether that's fact or whether I'm just making that up, but for me, the Odyssey linear seems to go back way long. Like, I don't remember how long, but I've always had an Odyssey linear cable. People come in and they say, oh, well, linear cable, Odyssey. So it's kind of like, it's one of those items that people ask for specifically. Now, we've got the linear cable just here. Now, the linear comes in black, blue, red and white. So these are all the linear versions of these cables, and you can pick these up for $9.99. So basically the linear aspect of it, it's got a really good description actually on the front. I really need to say no more, and then you can look at this. But basically the outer casing of a linear cable runs in parallel with the inner. So basically if you do a tail whip or a bar spin or anything like that, it doesn't squeeze the cable because it runs in parallel with the inner. That's the major thing about it, which makes it really good. So if you're doing whatever trick, bar spin, tail whip, mid-run, and you've got a straight through cable, you can keep going with your run with a linear. That's what you're paying for, basically. If you want to just get a budget cable for your bike that features a really pre-stretched, strong inner cable, Odyssey still make the slick, and the slick's really good for a couple of reasons, but Kaylee's got one just here, so we'll take a peek at him.
Since 1985.
Look at that, that's it. OG for sure. Now, the linear, as I say, has an outer which runs parallel. The slick doesn't, it just uses a traditional outer housing, but it's got a pre-stretched inner, and they're $3.99, and a lot of people use these as lower gyro cables because they come with a ball end so that it fits in a gyro. Really good, durable cables, and if you want to put them on your gyro, you can do by using those. Dead good, $3.99. Finally, I know we've rifled through it, Kaylee, here. We have got
brake lever.
Brake levers. Now, I run a mono lever, which is the one at the back just here. The reason there's 2 of them is because obviously you've got right hand and left hand. Really good brake lever, hinged lever, so you can take it off easy without having to take your grips off, etc. They do this lever in a number of actual different ends, if you like. So they do a smaller version, a medium version and a trigger version, but to be fair, we only tend to stock the medium one because it is the one that people ask for the most, and you can pick these up for $23.99. And if you've gone for the budget option with your brakes and you want to get a matching lever, you can get a Springfield lever, which is the same one that comes in the set just there, and you can pick those up for $14.99. So still a hinged lever, so you can get it on and off really easy. But like I say, this is the Springfield lever, available in black and silver, and it matches up with your Springfield calipers if that's what you've gone for. So that pretty much rounds it up. I've been Malk from Foundation, assisted this week by the lovely Kaylee. There we go. We're probably going to try and get Sunday next week, because obviously Odyssey Sunday It's the same gig, both from full factory in the USA, so hopefully we'll be able to do Sunday next week, show you a couple of the frames. They do some really good budget cranks, stems, something they're really renowned for. So because we've had Odyssey this week, we'll try and hook that up for next week, and we'll take a look at that. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, let us see what you'd like to see on future episodes, and we'll hopefully try and come through with that. Subscribe to the channel, get notified when the videos are put on YouTube every week, and thanks for watching. So from me and Kaylee,
Bye!
much love.